Hello everybody, it's Louise here. I'm just out in the garden and it's a lovely cloudy day in London. I was going to do a recording out here, but it's a bit cold. Well, it's not really cold, but it's a bit children-y and squawky birds sometimes. So I'm gonna go inside and hope you stay with me because I want to talk about consciousness. Go inside. I was just reading a bit from Neville Goddard about the conscious mind last night, and I thought it always feels good for me to record after I've been listening to Neville or reading about Neville, reading his ideas. So I'm going to do that now, very briefly. Sorry, this is not very professional, but I'm not very professional. That's better inside. So I was reading about consciousness, and as you all probably know, or from Neville Goddard and from whatever else sources, everything is consciousness. Everything is made of consciousness. Everything is made of it. Everything comes from it. And for clarity's sake, he divided the conscious mind and the subconscious. Well, he divided consciousness, into the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is what we're using all the time, thinking of ideas, thinking what to do and using our imagination. So we use the conscious mind and we impress what we want through feeling onto the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind accepts feelings as fact. So it's all about what you feel. And if you've been feeling things that aren't productive, that are not going to help you, don't worry, because you can override that with a more dominant feeling. And what is a more dominant feeling? Well, thinking from the state is a dominant feeling. So if you're thinking I am, he said I am is more powerful than I will be. So you have to be thinking I am this, I am that, and feeling it. And the feeling, the way I see it, it's creating, it's molding itself around you, or the consciousness is molding itself around you through the feeling. And what you will see is the creation of the material in your world through the feeling. It's a mysterious process. We don't know how it works, but we believe that it works through feeling, creating material, the material. As you can tell, I haven't thought this through at all, but that's how I see it. You know, you just, you fake it till you make it. You feel that you already are what you want to be, and that feeling creates that experience or those circumstances in your world. And I thought it was useful to remind myself about how important the feeling is to having what you want, to being the person you want to be. And that every moment we're feeling what it would be like if we achieved our dream, achieved what we wanted, then that feeling is actively being impressed upon the subconscious mind, and it will bear much fruit if you continue in that feeling. It's all about living in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And if you can do that most of the time, and believe that you already are what you want to be, it is going to manifest in the world. So I think that's very useful to contemplate, because maybe sometimes we can be saying set phrases and trying to just stir up some kind of feeling and it not really working. And maybe we feel like we're going through the motions, but it's so useful to just keep reading what Neville Goddard wrote and believing that every moment we do that, that we impress the feeling on our subconscious mind, we're helping ourselves. And that's very motivating for me. Yeah, I am is more powerful than I will be. So what I get from this is I've got to always be reminding myself that I am what I want to be, what I can't see yet through the senses, in the sense world. So I have to think from that state. I have to think, what would I do next? And how does it feel to be where I want to be, rather than imagining what would it be like. I want to be there. I'm not there yet. I really want that. No, you've got to come from the feeling that you're already there. And yeah, I don't think, oh, what would I do if I already had what I wanted? Where would I go from there? And I should be playing make-believe with that a bit to really feel like I'm coming from the state. What do you think? I think that would really help to feel that I'm in it anyway. So those are my thoughts. Maybe I should read a bit of it, because it's always nice to hear a bit of Neville. Here's a bit about the subconscious mind. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feeling. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it is felt. But once felt, be it good, bad, or indifferent, it must be expressed. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed in the subconscious. Therefore, the man who does not control his feeling may easily impress the subconscious with undesirable states. By control of feeling is not meant restraint or suppression of your feeling, but rather the disciplining of self to imagine and entertain only such feeling as contributes to your happiness. Control of your feeling is all important to a full and happy life. Never entertain an undesirable feeling, nor think sympathetically about wrong in any shape or form. Do not dwell on the imperfection of yourself or others. To do so is to impress the subconscious with these limitations. What you do not want done unto you, do not feel that it is done unto you or another. This is the whole law of a full and happy life. Everything else is commentary. I love that. So everything is there for a full and happy life. And it's what they call the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. And he's saying that's in thought as well, which is very hard to do, because we feel that we gain a lot of satisfaction from going over arguments maybe with someone who's hurt us, and it doesn't really give any satisfaction at all. It's like drinking salt water. You're never satisfied. You just keep going over it over and over again. And what are you doing? You're impressing the subconscious with these negative feelings, and it's going to come back on you, not on the other person. And there's no point in preparing for what you're going to say to them when you next see them or whatever. You've got to be in the moment with that. You don't know what they're going to say, and you may never see them anyway. So change it, revise it with what you wish had happened. Revise it with getting along with that person, seeing them smile at you and you smile back. Always revise negative thoughts, what you perceive to be negative experiences. I try and do that as they happen, and I think that's a really good practice. But also at the end of the day, go through the day and change things that you didn't really want to happen into what you did, because it's all being impressed. And do it with joy. Really try and impress a very positive feeling on your subconscious, because that's going to be really strong, and that will bear fruit, as I already said. I think, he said it all. Everything else is commentary. So treat others as you would like to be treated, because others are you pushed out. And we forget that sometimes, because everything appears to be separate. It's a real training to see everybody as one, as maybe messengers coming from you, but everybody is one in some strange way. So even when we feel these very strong emotions, we need to not act on them and just practice calm breathing and remind ourselves of how things really are, rather than how things are in that moment. We can get into that really blinkered view through anger. I felt that recently, actually. Somebody really annoyed me with the tone that they wrote in an email to me. And in that moment, I'm not thinking, oh, we are one, and treat the other as well as I'd like to be treated. I'm just thinking, I want to win. I want to be the winner in this argument. And that's totally normal. That's very human. It's the ego coming up. But just to recognize, oh, it's the ego coming up, and to create a bit of distance. Don't respond immediately, and just meditate on the feeling you're getting and just think, oh, this is interesting. This is an interesting feeling. What does this mean? Don't even go there. Just feel it. Just experience it, and it will start to lessen. And then afterwards you could think, what did I learn from that? I learned to respond rather than react, and remind myself of how things really are. And that if I hurt another, I'm hurting myself. So just delay a bit. Train yourself to delay if you want to get one over the other, if you want to win. And there's nothing wrong with following through on situations, but in a calm way. Knowing that all of this life is like a dream, and we can change the dream, and that's what's really positive about it. I'm talking about like revising negative situations and just, really trying to do the right thing against the odds, but we have all the power within us to have what we want. This is actually how things are created. And I have moments of lucidity about that. And I know it's true. I know it from deep within myself. It's not reading a book and thinking, oh, that's a nice philosophy. I like the idea of that, so I'm going to try it out. It's something that you feel and you know. You just know it's true. You don't need lots of factual evidence. You feel it's true because you've contemplated it and it just feels right. Or whatever way you've got to it, I don't know. And yet we've been living in this world all our lives, obviously, since we've been a baby, and we haven't always seen things this way. So it's very easy to snap back into the old way. And we shouldn't be hard on ourselves when we do that. We will do that, but just try and refrain from any negativity. Just stay quiet and meditate on the feeling, like I said. Wait until the feeling has gone down a bit to respond. And sometimes we don't do that. We think, I want to say this because I want to win. I want the satisfaction. And that's okay. Just learn from that. And next time, try it differently. So those are my thoughts at the moment. I hope you liked them. If you've lasted this long. If you've lasted this long, and I can see I'm on almost 17 minutes now, would you like an Audible book from my book, Master the Mind, for free? Would you like to hear me going on about Neville Goddard more? I'm just thinking you might be my audience because you've lasted this long. However, I can only give codes away to people who are living in the UK, unfortunately. I don't know why it's like that. It's a shame because it's the internet, you know, why not? But that's how it is. So if you are in the UK and you would like an Audible of Master the Mind, please let me know below. And yeah, I can just put it by your message, but just yeah, somebody else could copy and paste it if they were really keen, you know. That's probably not going to happen, but you can put it there, or you could go on, I've got a Facebook page called Live Your Dream, and you can message me there and I'll give you the code. And if you like it, please consider leaving a positive review. All positive reviews are very much appreciated. I really, really mean that. And I always feel grateful when I read nice words that somebody's written about my work, and it really motivates me to keep going with it. So I hope you like it anyway, and I hope you get a lot from it. Okay, so that's it, people. I think 20 minutes is long enough. Have a really great week, and remember to keep impressing the subconscious with I am, and believing that you already are what you want to be and coming from that state. It's all about the states. Just remember that. Okay, take care and speak to you soon. Bye.